Itauma versus Dillian Whyte. It's a done deal, my people. That's what we're hearing. Apparently, Dillian Whyte has signed his paperwork. Itauma has signed his paperwork. So now we're only waiting on the official announcement from Uncle Frank. And listen, I'm going to keep it real. I like this matchup. I'm excited for this fight. I know I've seen the reactions online. It's a mixed bag. A lot of people are dismissing Dillian Whyte. And I understand it's with reason. Do you know what I mean? It's not like people are just hating on Dillian Whyte and they're shitting on him now. His last couple of performances have been rubbish. Have been below par. Do you know what I mean? And Dillian Whyte himself will tell us that. Do you know what I mean? Dillian Whyte is one of the realest guys in this boxing game, boxing industry, whatever you want to call it. He's a real guy. He's a realist. He keeps it real. He's not like them other boxers. Some boxers are fake, man. They'll say something in the media and then behind closed doors, they're different. Like, do you know what I mean? In private, they're different. Do you know what I mean? But Dillian Whyte, how you see him in the media is just how he is as a person. He keeps it real. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure he's not going to take offense to us saying that, listen, Dillian Whyte, you're over the hill, man. I'm not going to say he's completely washed, but he's over the hill. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got that spring to his step anymore. He's leaving. Do you know what I mean? He's on his way out of the door in terms of his professional career in boxing. Do you know what I mean? But even after saying all that, I still feel like Dillian Whyte has one more big performance in him. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure, yeah, even though financially he's going to be rewarded very handsomely. Do you know what I mean? That's why Dillian Whyte pulled out of the Saturday event on the Fabio Wardley versus Justice Hooney card. He pulled out because, you know, Frank Warren took him aside and said, listen, I've got a bag for you. Do you want it or not? Do you know what I mean? Do you want it or not? They showed in the numbers. Dillian Whyte's his eyes lit up. He's like, yo, what? Of course I'm taking that. Do you know what I mean? Of course I'm taking that. So, but I just hope it's not just about the finances. I really hope that Dillian Whyte can be motivated. Like, just be motivated, bro. Just train harder, man. Just give us one performance. Do you know why I say that? Because I want to see Itauma get tested, man. I want to see Itauma get tested because let's be real, man. So far in his career, this kid has been fighting a bunch of cab drivers, man. Part-time plumbers, part-time electricians. No offense to plumbers, electricians, and cab drivers. It's just an analogy, man, that we use in boxing. Itauma has not been tested at all. We don't know if this kid is battle ready yet. We don't know that. And Dillian Whyte is one of those guys, yeah, with his resume. Let's remember who Dillian Whyte has fought. The likes of Del Boy, Derek Chisora. He beat Joseph Parker. He beat Derek Chisora. He beat Povetkin. He's been in the ring with Tyson Fury. He's been in the ring with Anthony Joshua. So when it comes to experience, listen, Dillian Whyte has got that in abundance. Do you know what I mean? And I hope he brings all of that experience with him. He brings some of that dark arts. He brings some of that dirty boxing in this fight against Itauma. Because Itauma, he has to have a hard night. We can't have Itauma get in that ring against Dillian Whyte and smoke Dillian Whyte within 2 to 3 rounds. Like, I'll be disappointed if that happens because I'll be like, yo, what have we learned? What have we learned? I'm trying to gauge where this kid is. Do you know what I mean? A couple weeks ago, he was calling out the likes of Martin Bakole, Joseph Parker, and Kabayao. And I was sitting there looking at them thinking like, yo, are you crazy? Are you mad? Like, what are you guys smoking at the Queensbury Promotions headquarters? What are you guys drinking? What wine has Uncle Frank got you guys drinking? Because I want some of that. Even though I don't drink, by the way, but you know, I wanna see. Let me know what wine they're drinking. Because are you calling out Bakole, Joseph Parker, Kabaya? These guys, yo, Bakole. I know we laugh at Bakole, like, do you know what I mean? Like we people do a bunch of memes on Bakole, calling him, you know, saying that he eats a lot and stuff like that. He's unprofessional. Say what you want about Bakole, but Bakole is a dangerous guy, man. Bakole is a dangerous guy. On his night, we saw what he did to Gerald Anderson. Gerald Anderson was basically Itauma 18 months ago. Do you know what I mean? Until Martin Bakole put the beatings on that kid. Where is he now? I don't want that to happen to Itauma. I like Itauma. I really think Itauma has the capabilities. He's got the tools. He's got the skills to go all the way and become the heavyweight champion of the world. I really do. But at the same time, while he's on that journey, I want to see him get tested. I want to see him get tested. Because if he's just going in there, sweeping everyone aside and not even breaking a sweat, mate, what happens when he comes across a Kabayao? What happens when he comes across a Parker? Do you know what I mean? What happens when he comes across even someone like a Fabio Wardley? Do you know what I mean? I know Fabio Wardley didn't have a great performance against Justice Huni. You know, he's probably a bad example to use, but still, Fabio Wardley can crack. What happens when he comes across someone that can crack? That can test that chin? If he hasn't been tested in early doors, man, he's going to get a rude awakening when he gets into the ring against some of these big guys, man. Do you know what I mean? That's why I want this Dillian Whyte fight. I want it to be tough. I want Dillian Whyte to go in that ring, rough him up, elbow him, you know, punches to the knees, you know, punches below the belt. Do you know what I mean? Do all of that, man. Just dirty tricks, man. Just make it an uncomfortable night for Itauma. Because I want to see if Itauma has that dog in him. Because this far, we have not seen him face any adversity so far. None. It's been smooth sailing. He's been protected. He's been pampered. You know, he's the golden goose of Uncle Frank. Tyson Fury is on his way out. Itauma is the king in line, like he's the next in line, whatever you call it. That's why I really hope Dillian Whyte is gonna get paid handsomely, like financially, like I said. But I want him to go in there and just put a beating on this kid, man. Like, listen, I care about the future of boxing. Yeah, I care about the future of the heavyweight division, and I'm rooting for Itauma, by the way. You know, I want Dillian Whyte to go in there and absolutely, like, give him a tough time and rough him up and beat him up. But listen, in my heart, I want Itauma to win. I'm going to keep it real, because Dillian Whyte winning against Itauma, like, he doesn't take boxing anyway. It's good for Dillian Whyte as an individual. I mean, in his resume, he can then say, look, I beat the biggest heavyweight prospect in Itauma. I derailed his career. Do you know what I mean? I put a little break to his career, whatever. And Dillian Whyte can leave boxing and be proud of himself, and his ego will be kept in check. Yeah, that's good individually for Dillian Whyte. But for the future of the heavyweight division, with the likes of Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk on their way out, we need the likes of Itauma to keep winning. We need that next pay-per-view star. Anthony Joshua is still right now is the pay-per-view king in the UK in heavyweight boxing. Period. Do you know what I mean? Once Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, they're gone, we need someone like a Itauma, because you know what? He's marketable. He's presentable. Do you know what I mean? He can cross over. He can bring the casuals into boxing. Do you know what I mean? We need fighters like Itauma who can appeal to the masses. We need to keep these guys winning. We need to keep them popular. Do you know what I mean? So that the boxing is healthy. Do you know what I mean? So boxing is on the news. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at the bigger picture here, but it doesn't mean to say that I don't want to see him get tested. Do you know what I mean? I want to see him get dropped. I really hope in this fight against Dillian Whyte goes in there, clips him on the chin. You know, Itauma drops. Do you know what I mean? I want to see if he's got the kahunas. I want to see if he's got that dog in him to get back up, recover, go again, round after round. Do you know what I mean? I want Itauma to answer a lot of questions that people are asking of him. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not one of them ass lickers, man. Like, I'm not one of them guys that's gonna hype up these kids, man. I'm not gonna do that, man. Do you know what I mean? As much as I really admire their talent here, but I'm not falling for the same old tricks that we see years after years from different fighters, man. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not falling for it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna fall for it. A lot of people are hyping up Itauma. I'm just not one of them guys, man. I can admire the skill, I can admire the talent, but until you show me proof, until I see the evidence here that this guy is really the real deal, then until then, I'm gonna keep asking questions, man. I'm gonna keep wondering, really, is he really that guy? Because we've seen plenty of Moses Itomas come and go over the years, man. We've seen them. We've seen these kids come and go. Do you know what I mean? But for the sake of Moses Itoma, yeah, because I like the kid, I like the talent, I like what I see on display. I like it. I really hope that he can come through these tests against Dillian Whyte. As much as people are dismissing Dillian Whyte, saying that he's over the hill, blah, 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 whatever. But trust me, Dillian Whyte is a solid fighter. Let's not forget the resume that Dillian Whyte has. And he's capable of going in there, yeah, against Moses Itoma and taking him out. And that's the only way Dillian Whyte can win this fight. He has to go in there and flatten out Moses Itoma. He's not going to get a decision, man. Forget it. Do you know what I mean? I know Uncle Frank is promoting both fighters and they're both under Queensbury promotion, but trust me, we know where their allegiances lie. Do you know what I mean? Uncle Frank is all the way in with Moses Itoma. That's his guy. That's his golden goose. So if it comes to a decision, forget it, Dillian Whyte. You're not getting it. Even if Moses Itoma gets knocked down in this fight, he's not going to get a 10 count. He's going to get a 20 count. They're going to give Moses Itoma every single opportunity to get back up and recover. They're not going to call the fight off. But if Moses Itoma goes there and knocks down Dillian Whyte, listen, I can tell you, man, that referee's calling it off. We already saw the questionable counting from the Fabio Wardley versus Justice Hooney at the weekend. Justice Hooney didn't even get a 10 count. The referee stopped it. After Justice Hooney schooled Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley lost every single round and he goes saved. Saved. I just hope that we don't see that in the Dillian Whyte fight against Moses Itoma, but we probably will. We probably will. Because listen, at the end of the day, you have to protect the bag. You have to protect the asset. And the asset at this moment, unfortunately, is not Dillian Whyte. It's Moses Itoma. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I'm excited for this fight. I'm not like other people where they're dismissing Dillian Whyte. Listen, in all truth and honesty, like, Moses Itoma is way more skilled, way more talented, too quick, too fast, great reflexes, and he's 20 years old. Dillian Whyte is 37, 17 years age gap. I think it's going to be too much of a gap for, for Dillian Whyte to try and bridge, man. It's just not going to happen. So I see a Moses Itoma win if or when the fight does happen. But you know what? I want to see Moses Itoma in there and have a hard time. I want to see him get tested so that when he does move up against the much more better fighters, he'll be battle tested. He'll be ready for them. Do you know what I mean? So listen, guys and girls, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.